and welcome. I thought I would put together just a quick 20-minute flow, kind of a conglomeration of things that I like to practice when I have just a little bit of time and I need a good stretch. So you can have two blocks if they're ready, if you think that you may need them, and I like a blanket to sit on and also to put underneath my knees if we're doing a lot of work on our knees. So I'm gonna have you start on your back. So go ahead and lay down. You can use the blanket under your head if you want. I sometimes like it. You're just gonna stretch yourself out along the length of your mat. And close your eyes. And just let yourself relax and just take a moment to ask yourself what better way to start a yoga practice than laying down. So while you rest here, take a few moments just to kind of let your mind catch up with your body. To prepare yourself for a few moments of smooth and easy breath to set yourself up for your practice today. Feel the weight of your head relax into the floor, the blanket underneath. Feel the muscles in your jaw, your throat, the back of your neck start to soften. Just feel where your shoulders rest on the floor. And let your arms release all the way down into your fingertips. You can feel those arms grow heavy. And then soften any tension you may be holding in your stomach. And feel the weight of your pelvis where it rests on the floor. And just feel that wave of softening move down through your thighs, into your knees, into your calves, down through your ankles, into the soles of your feet, into the tips of your toes. And let your legs get heavy. Take a few easy, smooth breaths. And just notice what parts of your body move as you inhale and those that move as you exhale. Enjoy the expansion of your inhale and the coming back to center as you exhale. And for a couple of breaths, see if you can take a bigger inhale and a longer exhale. So the breath is a little deeper without any strain, without adding any tension to your body. Take another big breath in. And exhale completely. And as you do, you're going to start to move your fingers and wiggle your toes. You can roll out your ankles and your wrists. And then on your next exhale, you're going to draw both knees in and rock a little bit side to side and maybe do some circles on that low back. And then take your arms out to the sides and you're going to take those legs and drop them over to the right. Oh, and then take your gaze and stretch it over to the left. And just breathe here. And if that left shoulder comes off the floor, it's all right. Just feel the weight of the shoulders start to drop down toward the floor. We're just in the beginning here, so we don't need to get crazy. And then you're going to inhale, bring your knees up through the middle, and when you exhale, let them fall to the left. And as they go to the left, let your gaze slide over to the right. And same thing here with that right shoulder. Maybe it doesn't want to come all the way down to the floor, and that's okay. And if it does come all the way down to the floor, maybe your knees separate and that right knee lifts. It's okay. It's all good. On your next inhale, you're going to come back up through the middle and then hug your knees in. You're going to take your hands to your knees and hug your knees down into your armpits like you were going to, plug them into your armpits. Not that we want to do that, but, and then just rock a little bit here. Maybe those same circles on the low back in one direction and then the other. And you're going to keep your knees tucked in toward your armpits and grab the outer edges of your feet and move into a happy baby. And you want the soles of your feet pressing gently toward the ceiling, and you can just use the weight of your arms to gently draw the knees down. You can add a little rock here if you want. Maybe that's the theme for the day. We're just gonna rock back and forth. That sounds good to me. All right, and then from here, you're gonna release your feet to the floor. Take your right ankle over the top of your left thigh, and you're gonna draw the left knee in, thread the right arm through, and you can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh or on top of your left knee, whatever feels better. You're gonna flex your right foot, and you can use your right elbow to start to press the knee away. You can use your right hand if that feels more accessible. And just relax your shoulders. Take a few breaths here. This is one of the most simple stretches that you can do, but somehow is one of the most satisfying and effective. So just hang out. All right, and then we're gonna keep the legs just as they are. Take your arms back out to the sides, and you're gonna let this whole leg unit thing drop over to the left until your left leg relaxes on the floor and your right foot is firmly rooted down. And you're gonna take your left hand and bring it on the top of your right foot. And you wanna press down a little bit into your hand so you're keeping the foot glued to the floor. And then start to work your knee away from your body. So you're gonna start to kind of open it up. And as that action is going, right, you're pressing down through the hand, you're pushing out through the knee, you want to start to twist your torso a little bit more to the right. And you get a nice juicy stretch through your outer hip. Maybe you don't feel anything at all. That's okay. Oh, goodness. All right, and then we're going to come back up through the middle. All right, and take that right leg, just stretch it up straight for a second. You can take your hands behind your thigh or relax your ankle and point and flex. Give your hamstring a little love. You can slide that left leg straight. Press gently through your left heel and take a couple breaths into the back of your leg. You can use the hands to add a little resistance, right? So you're going to draw the leg in at the same time. Press the back of your leg into your hands. All right, nice breath in. And when you exhale, we're going to bend the knee in. Then place your foot on the floor, take your left ankle over the top of your right thigh, and same deal here. You're going to keep this foot flexed, draw that right knee in, thread your hands through, and breathe. So this time maybe a little bit tighter, maybe a little easier for you. It always changes. You're going to take that left elbow and press the knee away. And as you do, you want to try to relax your shoulders. If the left elbow doesn't work, but you want that external rotation, you can use your left hand. Just breathe into that opening, the left hip, the softening through your shoulders. And take a breath in, and then we're going to exhale, take this whole leg unit and drop it over to the side. Bunk. And then you're going to take your right hand on the top of your foot, and you can relax your left arm out. And I'm going to keep this hand and just push it down into your foot and start to work your knee away from you again. And this side's way tighter for me, so it's a monster stretch before I even add the twist. But if you want a little bit more juice to it, you're just going to kind of twist the torso away from that knee and take your gaze over that left shoulder and breathe. All the while, you want to keep moving that knee away from you. And I could stay here for the next 20 minutes, but I won't. Come on up through the middle. All right, then you keep your right foot on the floor for a second. Take your left leg, stretch it up. Take a second to roll out the ankle, point and flex. Yeah. All right, and then stretch that right leg out straight. And as you push up through that left heel, you can use the hands, draw the leg in, and then press the leg back in your hands. And if you're super lucky, you get a little shake in the leg. There was mine. That's okay. Just breathe. One more breath. And when you exhale, we're going to draw that right knee in to meet the left. And roll to your right side and come on up to table. All right, so you can use your blanket underneath your knees if you want. My old knees like the blankets, so I'm gonna use it. All right, so hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're gonna roll for a few rounds of cat and cow. So when you inhale, you're gonna arch your back, take your gaze over up, and when you exhale, start to round, press the floor away, pull your belly button in. We're just gonna do 3 rounds of this because we'll add on. Inhale, feel your belly drop, your chest extend forward. And then exhale, tuck that tail, press into the floor. One more time. Inhale, get a nice big opening through the front of your body. And exhale, find that opening through the back of your body. Okay, then you're gonna come back to your neutral spine and flip your fingertips, all the way around. If by chance your wrists are super tight and this is just not working for you, you can take the hands any kind of place in between, right? I'm gonna go for the full Monty because my wrists don't mind it so much. All right, so from here you're gonna inhale. Again, you're gonna drop your belly, stretch your chest forward. And as you exhale, we're gonna round the spine and tuck the toes under. And inhale, release the toes. Lift the chest and exhale. Now tuck those toes. Press into the palms, the heels of your hands. And one more, inhale. Take your chest, reach it forward. And exhale, round. Drag your belly button back toward your spine. And then come back to your neutral. You're gonna take the heel of the right hand and lift it off the floor. Press down through the 4 knuckles, right? Try to keep those 4 knuckles down, the thumb can lift. If it looks more like this for you, then that's how it works, right? Gonna lift them up just for another breath. And then peel that right hand off the floor, kind of roll it out, shake it out, take the fist to the floor. Then you're gonna do the same thing with the left. Peel the left heel away from the floor. And then everything comes up and roll it out. Tuck your toes under. You're gonna sit your weight back on your heels and just take a second to roll out your wrists. Here we go, right? Give them a little shake, a little splat, and then come back into your table. Take your right leg, stretch it back behind you. Push through that heel. We're gonna lift it up. Inhale. When you exhale, pull your knee and your nose around. Inhale, take the leg back, and exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. One more. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, you're gonna pull in, knee to nose, and this time, we're gonna step that right foot up between the thumbs. If you wanna use the blocks for that to make that step forward a little more accessible, then by all means, right? Come behind your fingertips. Sink your hips, lift your chest. Inhale, and then exhale. Drag the hips back and work to straighten that right leg. Inhale, we're gonna rock forward, sink the hips, lift your chest. And then exhale, same deal, rock it back, work to straighten that right leg. One more time. Inhale, we're gonna rock forward, sink the hips. And then exhale, pull it back. And we're gonna hold here for just a moment. Make sure those hips are nice and square. Drag that right leg back into the socket and then root down through your heel. And then inhale, we're gonna rock forward. Take both hands to the inside of your right foot. Open the toes about 45 degrees and just sink the hips down. We're gonna stay up on the hands. Feel your chest stretch forward as your hips drop down into this space right here. It's like a cauldron. I don't know what I'm saying. But you're gonna drop your hips. Try to relax your shoulders. And then tuck your back toes under. We're gonna step this right foot back to meet the left. Find your downward facing dog, and it's the first one. So take a second, pedal it out, spread the fingers, really root through your hands, and then just work through the legs. Let the hips sway, shake out your head. Okay, and then inhale, come forward into your plank. We're just gonna hold here, right? Press back through the heels, fire up your thighs. Inhale, and then exhale. Take those knees to the floor. You're gonna walk the hands back underneath your shoulders. Take the left leg back, tuck the toes, reach to the heel, and then float it up. Keep the belly strong. Inhale, then exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, knee to nose. You're gonna hug that knee all the way in, and then step that left foot up. Sink the hips, come up onto the fingertips, and just let your hips drop down as you lift your chest. Make space in the front of your body as much as you can as you inhale. And then when you exhale, we're going to drag the hips back. Work to Ardha Hanumanasana, a little half split here. Inhale, rock it forward, sink your hips. And exhale, take it back, nice and smooth. One more time. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, pull it back, and we're going to stay here. All right, keep scissoring those inner thighs. Draw back through the left leg, push into the heel. And breathe. All right. Remember, you're going to inhale, now we rock forward, both hands to the inside of that foot, and you can scooch the foot up to the left, open the toes a bit, sink your hips. We're going back into that cauldron. You can rock a little bit back and forth. Just to open into your hip flexors here, into the outer left hip. Yeah. All right, you're going to tuck those right toes under, lift your right knee, step it back again, downward facing dog. And we're going to get rid of this. Well, I'm going to get rid of mine. You can get rid of yours if you want. And come into downward facing dog. And just take a second here. You want to wrap those triceps in toward your ears. Root down into the floor and feel where you can stretch even more back through the sitting bones. And then draw that energy up through your spine and take it down through the backs of the legs. And take your gaze forward and you're going to walk the feet up to meet the hands. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale and fold. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up, reach the arms. And drag your hands down through center, Samasthiti. Inhale, take the arms, reach them up. And exhale, dive over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. You're going to plant your hands, bend your knees, walk your feet back, downward facing dog. Okay, inhale, take your right leg, lift it up, stretch it back behind you. Exhale, pull your knee into your nose, get as close as you can. Inhale, take it up and back. And then exhale, knee to nose. One more, inhale, take it up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. You're going to draw the shoulders forward. Sneak that right foot up between your thumbs. You can lift the right hand if you need to make space. It's no big deal. We're going to come high into the fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest, stretch forward. Exhale, we're going to work to straighten that right leg. If it looks better or feels better, like this, then by all means, inhale, rock it forward, lift your chest, and exhale, pull it back. One more time. Inhale, we're going to rock forward. And exhale, pull it back. We hold here, scissor through the inner thighs, drag this right hip back, pull the left one forward, and just try to relax your torso, soften as much as you can here. I'm thankful for the blocks. They feel pretty good. All right, and then we're going to slowly bend this right knee. Excuse me. And take the hands to the inside of this right foot and scooch over to the side. So now we're in this high lunge. We got it. And then from here, you're going to scoot the right foot out to the side, step the right foot back, inhale. When you exhale, you can lower your knees. If you've got a chaturanga in your practice, by all means. Chest and chin are going to come forward, and then slowly launch off those toes. Baby cobra when you inhale. And then exhale, release your forehead, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. You can move through table if you want. Inhale, take that left leg, reach it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, up and back. Knee to nose. You're going to drag those shoulders forward. Make some space how you need it. Sneak that left foot up. And we're going to find our long lunge. Same thing here, right? Stretch the chest forward. Sink the hips. Push back through that right heel. Inhale. Exhale. Work to straighten that left leg. Inhale. Rock it forward. Lift your chest. And exhale. Pull your hips back. Fold. And again, inhale. Rock forward. And exhale. Pull it back. And one last time, we're going to rock forward and pull the hips back and hang out here. Keep drawing back through that head of that left leg bone. Plug it deep into the socket. And as you do, you're going to push the floor away with that left foot. Create some work in this hamstring while it's stretching. We're going to bend the front knee from the inside of that front foot, scooch it over to the side, and come into this version of your high lunge. Sink the weight of the hips, but fire up that right thigh. Push back through your right heel and reach into your chest. Inhale. And when you exhale, we're going to step the left foot back to meet the right. You can lower down knees, chest, chin, or take the chest forward, chaturanga, baby cobra, or upward facing dog. And then pull the hips back, downward facing dog. All right, take your gaze to your hands. You're going to slowly start to walk the feet in. When you get about halfway, you're going to walk the hands back, bend your knees, take a seat. All right, from here, we're going to take the left leg up and over the right. You want to try to sit all the way down onto your both sitting bones. And if that's not possible, take that left leg out. That's your right leg. You're going to take that one out. And wrap around with your right arm. Inhale, stretch it up. And when you exhale, take that left hand behind you. And if this right leg's extended, you want to push through the heel. Feel the chest lift up. And when you exhale, take a bit of a twist. Wring it out. Inhale, come back through center. When you exhale, give yourself a little baby reverse twist. I don't know. I've forgotten. A counter twist. That's what it's called. See, I knew I'd get there. And then if you want to, you can come onto your forearms and breathe. Relax your head. Maybe shake up the neck. And walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Come on up and we're going to switch. So you can either keep this left leg out and bring the right leg up and over for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Or if you've got the more flexibility in your hips and you want to keep this left leg tucked under, then you can do that. I'll do it this way on this side. So now you're going to take that left arm, wrap it around. Inhale, lengthen up through the right side. And when you exhale, you're going to drop the hand behind you. Keep the low belly drawing in and up. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, you want to start to slowly twist through the spine. Keep this right sitting bone rooted down, and from that place of rooted action, you can lift up even more and find a deeper twist. And just when you get to the top of the twist, take a full breath. And then inhale, come back to the middle. And when you exhale, the counter twist, you can come over to the left. And then start to walk out, if you'd like, onto your forearms. And let your head hang. Let your shoulders soften. And we're already kind of most of the way there. So you're just going to take your legs, stretch them out, and come to roll onto your back. And then with your feet flat on the floor, bring them as wide as your mat. You're just going to let your knees fall over to the right. And bring them up through the middle, let them fall over to the left. The nice thing about practicing at home is you can make noises and you don't have to worry about anybody worrying about it or caring about it, right? And then come on up through the middle and drop over to the right one more time. Maybe this time you take the right ankle on top of the left thigh, the left arm alongside your ear, and you can groan all you want here. And breathe into this left side of your body. If this bothers your left knee, then you can always, please, take the right foot back onto the floor. All right, then you put your right foot on the floor, come back to the middle, and over to the left time. Last time. Come over to the left, take that left ankle, the top of the right thigh, and then the right arm alongside your ear. And same thing, nice big breath through this right side. You get a nice opening through your back. And again, if this bothers your right knee, then you can always take the foot off and just work the twist and the extension this way. And when you inhale, you take your left foot on the floor, come back up through the middle, drag those knees in, and then find your happy baby. Rock a little bit side to side. That's it. And then you draw your knees in. And take a second. If there's anything else you feel like you need, you can always pause the video. Feel free to add a back bend, to add on a twist if you feel like you need it. to get yourself, warmed back up. If you've taken layers off, you can put them back on, and then you're just gonna start to stretch yourself out. Take those legs, extend them out. Take the arms out to the sides, let your eyes close. And just take a few breaths here. And just as we did in the beginning of class, do your best to soften, to feel the weight of your body relax into the floor, and to feel the floor rise up to meet you. And once your body starts to slow, it seems like your mind becomes more active, right? One slows down and the other speeds up. So just do your best to stay with your breath. Do what you can to follow the rhythm of your inhalation and your exhalation. With every exhale, feel yourself grow a little more heavy, to feel a little more at ease. And feel free to take all the time you need to here. If you're ready to, you're going to start to move your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Feel the energy come back into your body. And then slowly draw the knees in one at a time. And roll onto your right side. And take a moment here. And when you're ready to come back into your day, you're going to slowly press into the strength of your arms and come on up. And for another moment, find a comfortable seat. And when you get there, let your eyes slide closed if they've come open. Feel your shoulders slide down away from your ears. Feel your sitting bones root their way down into the floor. And feel your connection with the ground beneath you. And as you lengthen up through your spine, feel the connection to the sky above. And then to honor the place where you are here between such two wonderful and amazing forces, you're going to bring your palms to press into Anjali Mudra and bow your head. And honor your time on the mat, even if it was quick. Honor your body and your breath. And honor the courage and the kindness and the strength and compassion that you find within. And I thank you for practicing with me today, taking a little bit of time out of your day. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.